Yo, 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 yo. Pronounce it like the letter, don't say it at all. It's your boy S, and this is BARZ Wrestling Media. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. Coming up next, we doing that Monday Night Raw review for April 28th. Getting that recap in and a lot more stuff. TikTok Live. Let's get it popping. Yeah, it's your boy S.
VO got that sound, boy.
About to stack up them commas. We back. So we are about to go live on TikTok and get this conversation moving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we are live. We are live. We are live. Yeah. Let's talk about this Monday Night Raw, man. Let's get these folks up in here. Let's talk about this Monday Night Raw, man. Yeah. Let's get it popping. Join. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. What's popping? What's popping? Popping.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly, big bro.
Yeah. What's good? What's good?
Not much, man. Just got done looking at my son Braun Breaker being. I love Braun Breaker, man. I'm sorry. I try not to contain my excitement, but that's what I swear that's my favorite wrestler right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Breaker out there looking like his pops, man. Barking at everybody.
What he looking like is his uncle and his pops did a fusion dance and decided to take up football.
Facts. Nah, I ain't going front, man. Monday Night Raw was pretty decent tonight. It definitely was good. I definitely like, to have the type of Monday Night Raw we had last week after Mania, after that terrible Mania. I'm sorry, I still did not like WrestleMania. I still thought, huh?
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. There are a lot of things getting in the way of that, of it being as good as it was, and the biggest one is I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, the boy Dwayne the culture vulture, bro. He a colonizer. I can't respect him.
You think so?
I'm even like you have you have to show up. You have to show up and make it about something aside from um whatever you're trying to sell, whatever movie you're trying to push. You
Right.
have you because at the end of the day, when we see you in a WWE setting, we don't want to know about anything else other than you as the final boss, not you as the actor that has an upcoming movie.
Right.
Which is why CM Punk went off when he did that called him a bald fraud and all of that. That's why he was really cooking when he did that.
Yeah.
Because you gotta show up. Even when John Cena was a part timer, he still made it his business to put over whoever they was trying to put over.
Right.
Even if the fans didn't agree that the person he was losing to should have been lost to, at the end of the day, John Cena was still doing what's best for business and not what's best for him.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry for cutting you off, big bro.
No. Go ahead.
Because if he was doing what was like, because if John Cena was doing what was best for him, he would have been, and I repeat, he would have been broken Ric Flair's record.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then there's the who else? And then with speaking of WrestleMania and the situation with The Rock's family and Cody and all that, everything that Cody Rhodes said to Roman in the lead up to WrestleMania 39, it took a minute to come through, but it all came true.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got the Usos to save you no more.
Mm-hmm.
Solo thinks he's ready, but he's sat. It's crazy that one reigns true out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
We all thought Solo was ready but then he got outshined by Jacob Fatu. We thought he was ready, wasn't ready. Then there's and then the most important one, Paul Heyman becomes an advocate again.
Mm-hmm. Well, they the one thing I've noticed as of yet, they have not called him the advocate. They still call him the wise man. So I feel like he's still playing that wise man persona at the moment. Like he hasn't officially turned over to the advocate yet because they haven't mentioned anything about his advocacy. They've just like Seth said tonight that I got the wise man with me. So I don't know when he's gonna make the full transition as of yet, but I do know like I remember Roman throwing out some hints, and Roman said that if I don't have I'm not the tribal chief without the wise man. So I'm thinking sooner or later when Roman wants to get his lick back on those guys, it definitely is going to be a
He's
transition for him.
Yeah, he's done. I wish he'd go back to the trench coat, but that's just me. Um,
All right, with the big large phone and the
nah,
hat.
nah, you don't gotta give him back the large phone. I do feel like him being ahead of technology is the best, is the greatest thing apart. That's the best part of his character. Like he always the latest phone. He got the latest.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. He had the nice little iPhone. I don't know what version of iPhone that was, but he had the nice little iPhone where he was using AI. He was like,
until
call Roman Reigns.
Solo, you know
Yeah,
he if it's an iPhone, big bro, you know he ain't need to stomp on it as much as he needed to, bro. You know them things is fragile.
yeah, right. Yeah,
Phone broke when he threw it onto the canvas.
right. Yeah.
But nah, too many Roman fans. And this is something. Here's one thing. I respect Roman Reigns, the tribal chief. You feel me? But whenever I scroll on social media, especially after night one of WrestleMania, I keep seeing these compilation videos and these tribute videos to how everybody be turning their back on Roman Reigns. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, unless unless it was Seth Rollins, I don't feel bad for Roman get anybody turning their back on Roman Reigns. I don't.
And you know what? And you know what? You're probably not the only one that feels that way because I felt like honestly, I feel like Steph's whole issue with Roman, I feel like is a lot deeper than everybody else's. You know what I mean? Because they have that shield bond with one another.
And
So
like I said before, like aside from Seth, because at the end of the day, in the build up, Seth was getting me mad. If Seth if Seth didn't do anything else aside from what he did at WrestleMania and lost, I would have been like, yo, bro, I don't want to hear none of that visionary thing. I want to see you turn into the Joker. Because you spent way too going heading into the WrestleMania, heading into the match. We cared more about Paul Heyman than we did about you.
mhm.
And storyline wise, I thought that he was missing a few brain cells because it's just like, what part of Roman Reigns will never forgive you? He will never trust you again. Do you not understand? How it doesn't matter how many times you mention the Shield, he's going to keep mentioning the fact you took a steel chair to his back.
Yeah. Well,
And as
they all a bunch of backstabbers. They all backstabbed one another in some shape or form. They just honestly, they just a dysfunctional family. That's what they are. They're a dysfunctional group.
and it's far, no, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. The only two people that are the only two people like the only two people remained in WWE are the people that's most likely to turn on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's keep it all the way tall. If Moxley was still in WWE, it would have been I genuinely feel like he would have been an honor. He would have been the honorary Uso instead of Sami Zayn.
If you said who was in the WWE,
Like not less like I wouldn't he Moxley.
oh, you mean Moxley? You mean John Moxley?
Yeah.
You felt like he would have been the honorary Oos.
It wouldn't have been a comedic gimmick.
Uh, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if that would even. I hear what you're saying, but I don't know if that would have. I don't know if that would have fit though. I think Sami Zayn just has he has that versatility when it comes to not just his wrestling, but his ability to switch roles. I'm not
I'm a,
sure. I'm not sure if that would have worked with Dean Ambrose or Moxley. I'm not sure if that would have worked. You know what I mean?
What's good, bars?
Yeah, but
Moxley.
but before we get back into that, I want to give everybody else in the panel a shout out. So what's good, Conscious,
What's going on?
Catbox? What's going on?
Hey, I finally get to join lives. I had an issue.
I'm about to say, Cat, what was
all
going on, Cat? Because
weekend.
I kept seeing you in the chats, but I never saw you coming up. I'm like, what's Cat got going on?
Yeah, I couldn't get on. Like they banned me from getting on lives because they said my age. They had me as a 16-year-old. I don't know where that came from. I had to send my ID in. I had to take a selfie. I was stressed out all
Oh,
weekend.
so
Wow.
just to give y'all an update, Chris mentioned it today on his live because I'm on it right now.
Mhm.
He banned Black Wing, so he banned him. He said he can be in the comments. He said he can be in the comments, but he can no longer for a month come back up to the panels.
Black women be bugging, yo. He be real
Yeah.
serious.
So yeah, yeah.
So
We
is that kind of is that reason why we've been seeing a lot more Blackwing than what we
I ain't gonna
normally
hold you.
do?
Yeah, that's probably why because he's been getting banned. Supposedly, he's been getting banned on a lot of lives, especially the political lives. He's been getting banned a lot. So Chris got banned again. His other page got banned because of him. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
you not you
Yeah,
banned for a
nah,
month.
yeah, I can't have that. That's why you see I try like here's the thing, you know, and y'all know me by now, you know what I'm saying, enough to know how I move, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm very cool, calm and collected, you know what I'm saying? I'm very, you know, laid back. I like everybody having their arguments, you know what I'm saying, add a little bit of flavor to the conversation, whatever. But I don't want my page to get messed up on any circumstances over stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like if you get too
Right,
carried away with the language or whatever, then you know, I don't be wanting to censor you, but if I have to, I will, you know what I mean? And you
Right,
know, he's been calm for the most part, but if Chris is doing that with him and he's had that happen with him on other lives, then I definitely can't have him come up in here because it's not only going to mess up my life, but it's going to mess up your chance to speak. Even though y'all talk on your lives yourselves, I like when y'all come in my lives and we had these conversations. It's fun as hell. You know what I mean? We get to break bread. We talk about things or whatever, even if it's not wrestling. And I don't want that to get messed up. You know what I'm saying? Especially the chemistry that I'm doing as far as like broadcasting on YouTube and on TikTok. You understand? So definitely there. He got fall back. You know, he could be in the comment
he's
section all
so
he want.
angry. Like, why is he so
I
angry?
don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't
He be
I don't
wilding.
know who I'm talking about, but I will say people that do things like that, I feel like a lot of times some of these, I don't really know this person, but some people that do things like that, they don't really be having too much to say as it pertains to the conversations at hand, but they don't want to be felt thrown into the to the wayside. So they feel like, yo, I gotta remain relevant, so I gotta crash out and say the most triggering things to get people to pay attention to you.
Yeah, but not to have all negative stuff to say. Like everything that comes out his
And
mouth is
that's the thing.
negative.
People don't know how to attract attention aside from, and that's the thing. People don't know how to attract attention if it's not negative. People, people only know how to attract negative attention because that's the quickest way to get attention is the negative attention.
But when he ever said he hates Naomi's heel run, he's like, "Oh, I hated it." I'm like, "What the hell did Naomi do to you? Her heel run is good. Like, why are you so angry?" And it's mainly towards the females, if y'all haven't noticed.
Yeah, I've noticed it. I noticed it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe he needs somebody to talk to or something. I don't know. I want to
Yeah,
keep
I think
I,
he do need a friend, boss. I see where you're going.
I want to keep TikTok language. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah,
I'm just saying maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, all I do know, bars, is tonight's Monday Night Raw. I'm sorry. I'm. What was the point of having Sami Zayn taking up this entire Monday Night Raw? Like, what was the point?
Oh, so you didn't like Monday Night Raw tonight?
Here's my thing. Sami Zayn, what are we doing here? What's up with these storylines? Everything seems to be out of place. This last
Trust
week
me, it's
we
all
had
coming
Sami
along
Zayn.
perfect.
We had Sami Zayn, like, congratulating Jey Uso, but he was eyeing that world heavyweight title. Now all of a sudden, this is why I said WWE. This is exactly why people don't like y'all. You have other talent that's been in the locker room busting their ass, and you got the nerve to put Logan Paul as a number one contender.
Can
I
I?
think that's just a filler, though, conscious. You know what my theory with that is, and I called it earlier. Is some of it came true, what I called too. So I think it's gonna be, you know how Seth is like, "I'm your friend. We've been friends for 20 years." Sammy's gonna be like, "No, no, no." Sammy already gave a hint. He wants that world title.
Right.
So after this Logan filler, real quick, Seth or Braun Breaker's gonna try to go after that title. Sammy's gonna help, and then when we least expect it, Sammy's gonna turn on Jay.
I probably
Trust me when I tell you this.
And I see where you're going with this cat, and I mentioned this. I believe I mentioned this to somebody else on their live, not earlier. I think that's what's going to happen too. I think Sami Zayn is going to be that next guy that's going to join their faction. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know when, but I think at some point in time he's going to end up. I think these is just the building blocks. This is just a. This is
It's
just
gonna
like,
be a slow turn. It's gonna be a
yeah,
slow turn.
yeah,
Cause you see how nobody came out and helped Sammy tonight.
yeah.
Even Jay. Granted, Jay just got punched in the face. He was in the back.
There's a dark horse member. I feel like there's somebody that can join, that can potentially join that we haven't talked about, and that's Bronson Reed.
But Bronson Reed's still injured though. He broke his leg.
We don't know, and that's the thing. We haven't been filled in on his updating on his. He's been out since after Survivor Series. We haven't gotten an update since then. So, for all we know, he could be. It could be a slow. Because here's the thing: I do not see them turn. I do not see them turning. I honestly feel like, to answer your question, conscious. The main reason why we still giving Sami Zayn a platform is because at the end of the day, we need somebody that could take it from Braun Breaker. And keeping respect, Sami Zayn is one of the best sellers on the roster. If you I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are tired of seeing Sami Zayn on the screen, but also I want to point out the fact that if we're looking at it from a storyline standpoint, of it would make Sami anything is still like anything regarding Roman, Paul Heyman, and even Seth Rollins for this matter. Sami Zayn is a very like is you have to have his input. It's like it makes way too much sense. And no, I don't think that. And as it pertains to Logan Paul, I feel like there's a lot of people that like. I feel like this is to get every. I feel like this is to get people on board as Jey Uso as a face champion. I remember when after Cody Rhodes I remember when Cody Rhodes failed to beat Roman Reigns after WrestleMania Hollywood.
Right.
So somewhere along the line, I forgot which one it was, but he ended up going one on one with Dominic Mysterio at a pay per view. A lot of
Money
people
in the
was
Bank.
yeah, a lot of people was wondering, yo, what's the point of that? What are you gaining from that? And it's to gain more face momentum because at the end of the day, nobody Logan Paul.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But let me skip real quick and we gonna get back to that. So what y'all think of the women so far? Cause the women are killing it on Monday Night Raw right now.
Most definitely, they're killing it, and I like how they brought in Roxanne. I like how Julia. They're on fire right now.
Hmm. I can't front. They are doing their thing. Like Stephanie Van Cor had an
Yes, she
excellent match tonight with Ivy Now. Ivy Now surprised me. She surprised me, like with holding her own with Stephanie. I was surprised. And then the match with Roxanne and Rhea, that match was pretty good too.
hmm
You know, do you guys think that we could be on the rise of a Evolution Part Two?
Oh yeah, that's coming. It's supposed to be this summer.
Oh, okay,
hmm
okay,
I think
yeah,
it's gonna be in July, if
hmm,
I'm correct. And I
yeah.
think that's the reason why they're building the girls up so much because that's gonna be a stat evolution.
I believe so. I definitely believe so. Uh, OTR, what's good, bruh?
What's good? How y'all doing?
Man, did you watch Raw, man? What you think?
It was it was a decent show. Wasn't too bad. I usually like when they do like a storyline type show, like one storyline carry out throughout the whole show. I really like when they do that,
Mm-hmm.
especially if it's something I care about because I said last week that Sami Zayn should win the Royal Rumble and beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania next year.
Mm-hmm.
And to see it play out how it planned out, it could go one or two ways. Like Cass said, he could turn heel in the line with them, but I'm thinking more of the because Sami Zayn hasn't won a world championship. He's never
Mm-hmm.
won one. He's
Mm-hmm.
due. If Jey Uso can win a world championship, Sami Zayn for sure can. So
Most definitely.
if you could just build this storyline up and build so much intrigue for a year, you could have Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman, whoever the third person is. They can literally run Raw just like Roman did with the Bloodline. You could build Sammy up. Sammy could win the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. You can have Sammy take down Seth Rollins. Boom, there you go. That's a World Heavyweight Championship match, and that's perfect. It's the underdog defying the bad guys, and I always love that type of story. So
So you think Seth might get the title from Jay?
yeah.
Hey, OT, going back to your point as it pertains to Sami Zayn being an underdog, um as it pertains to to Cat's idea of Sami Zayn joining them, I don't see that happening simply because of the fact that I just can't picture Sami Zayn being a serious bad guy. Like a bad guy in general, yes, he can definitely do that. He's entertaining. We've seen it in the Bloodline. We've seen his tag team with Kevin Owens. Him and Kevin Owens as a tag team was hilarious. But when we talk about serious, like as it pertains to serious business and serious main event feel, I just can't see Sami Zayn doing that.
I think it's possible though, and the way all these wrestlers actually are switching up right now, and they're bringing more of the real them versus just being all character. I think Sammy can definitely pull it off.
But
But
the, one of
if they do push Sammy to go to WrestleMania, win Royal Rumble, like they have to really go through with it and don't do him like they did him with Roman Reigns. Cause he was on a hot streak, and then it was just like they kept crushing all his dreams, and he went back down. So if they're gonna build him back up, they really need to let him win some stuff. Cause like y'all said, it's about time he has something.
get him. I feel like what he should like. I feel like going forward, he should be like he shouldn't win, but he should be. I feel like going forward as far as booking wise, book him in scenarios where he's outnumbered and he shows he ain't no punk. When he show book him in a show where he's outnumbered and he shows that he can fight on his own. I'm not saying he got to win being outnumbered, but show him being able to handle himself in a way that in a way where he's outnumbered, but at the same time it's going to take a lot longer for him to go down than it used to. And it's like these type of things that we need to start seeing in his character for us to like and to your point, Kat, a person's character work and the little things in the person's character is what makes them. Like
Right.
I don't mean to go off topic, but the main reason why I feel like Carmelo Hayes isn't working on the main roster is because of the fact that he's missing that one thing, aka Trick Williams. Trick Williams was what really made Carmelo Hayes really stand out as as
As
as
a
a
year.
like not even just as a heel because like just as a talent hero because he was a capable face as well, but it's just like I still like I can't like whenever I look at Carmelo Hayes as like in ring Carmelo Hayes, I just think of the Carmelo Hayes that faced Adam Cole in NXT.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So you look at Carmelo Hayes like a young Shawn Michaels and Trick Williams as a Diesel, because those two at that point in time when they were younger, they were inseparable. Like those guys were like, two peas in a pod. You feel me? Like they were always synonymous with each other until they were broke apart, and then Triple H came into the picture. So
Yeah. And I also want to point out the fact that I also want to point out when it came down to Shawn Michaels and Diesel, they really complemented each other in a big way at the point in time in the sense of they made up for um they made up for they made up for each other's weaknesses. Diesel didn't really have too much character, which is what Shawn Michaels, which would help Shawn Michaels well, not character, personality. So big, tall, and tough. That's where Shawn Michaels come into play. Shawn Michaels, as much as we love to see Shawn Michaels flying through the air, doing the pose and all of that, if we keep it all the way tall, but as far as believability as a tough guy, Shawn Michaels don't got that, and that's where that's where Trick Williams. And I feel like that's the same thing with Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams to a lesser extent.
I get it. I get it. Walter, what's good, bruh?
Yo, what up?
Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin', man? You watch Raw?
Yeah,
You all right, man?
yeah, man. I don't know where to start.
Oh, it doesn't seem like you were too happy with
Right. It don't look like Walter was too happy with Raw tonight.
Mm-mm.
it.
What was you expecting to see, big bro?
I don't even know to tell you the truth. At this point, all these storylines are just all over the place.
I mean, like I said, man. For me personally, I thought I mean, if you're talking about story wise, I feel like I don't feel like the story was, that bad. I feel like they just doing a slow build as far as the whole this new faction, this revolutionary faction. I will just call it that. I feel like they're doing a slow build. Um, I also feel that like we just talked about it. I feel like Sami Zayn possibly is going to be a part of that, but we don't really know yet. We just gotta watch and see. So I just feel like it's something we just gotta watch. I mean, I'll tell you this much. This story is better than some of the other stories we've been seeing in recently. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been all over the place with these other stuff. This one seems to have a legitimate direction for the most part. So
because Heyman is involved. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
because because Heyman is involved. So I mean, we just
and
gotta wait and see.
and
Which is
and as I'm gonna call it. I know you have your own name for bars, but I'm gonna call them the Dangerous Alliance because it makes
What again?
the Dangerous Alliance.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Honestly, I've said it. I've said it on recent lives, and I've also said it on my show on YouTube. Like they're like the WWE version of the Dangerous Alliance. Like if you really want to think about it, all they missing right now, all they missing right now is like the two more members and a female, which
I'm
the female could be Becky Lynch. She could be the Missy Hyatt of the group. You know what I'm saying? So
the Becky Hogan,
yeah, Becky Hogan. Yeah,
bro.
Becky Hogan. Yeah.
First, first everybody thought that it was gonna be the Evolution 2.0. Now we're saying it's gonna be the Deadly Alliance. Like,
I never said I. No, I feel like
no, it's not you. It's not you that's saying it. It's the IWC who keeps saying that. Oh, we're gonna get an Evolution 2.0. All we need is just a Randy Orton. It's
I
just like, oh God, please no.
simply I have a problem with the whole Evolution 2.0 logic simply because of the fact that Paul Heyman ain't getting in the ring like Ric Flair was.
Yeah, but
I
Ric
would have
Flair
said
wise man out of the whole group.
I would have said Four Horsemen before Evolution because Paul Heyman can easily be JJ Dillon.
Really now.
Yeah, Paul Heyman be JJ Dillon, Seth Rollins to Ric Flair, Braun Breaker is the arm, pull out the Glock, Anderson. Um, you give them a tag team. Imagine, imagine. This is a shot in the dark, but imagine them putting adding the machine guns.
You said what now?
Like this is just a shot in the dark. This is just me being. This is my own thought process. But imagine if they add for the tag team of the group. Imagine they add the machine guns, so they could really have a past, present, and future.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know if that would
I
work.
don't see. I don't
I don't
see
see
that.
I don't see if the machine I don't see the machine guns being added to that. I see where you're going with it, but I think
But the reason why I say that, the reason why I say that is because of the fact that you have somebody for the here and now as it pertains to the main event scene. You got somebody in the next up. You need somebody. You need a tag team in the group that can mold not just everybody else in the group, but the other tag teams on the roster. Which is the main reason, like realistically, this is the main reason why you bring a machine, which is why you bring the machine guns into the WWE this late in their career.
Or we can throw in Fraxium.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
I just
remember
feel
they're on SmackDown, guys. So unless they get called to Raw at the thing, how would that work? Because they're on SmackDown.
yeah.
I mean, we still got the draft. Let's not forget.
Yeah,
Probably
that's what
draft
I'm
is gonna
saying. The
start.
draft, unless they get drafted to Raw. But for right now, they're both teams is on SmackDown.
I
Yeah.
only I only see Frazier joining.
I mean, go ahead, Boris. My bad.
Yeah, I wanted Darkwing to speak real quick. He just came in, and then I wanted to give a chance to one of the newer guys to step up and speak too, Paul Lee. But I'm gonna let Darkwing go first. Darkwing, what's good, bruh?
What's happening?
Yo, man, did you watch Raw?
I caught bits and pieces of it, man. I got busy with the kiddos. Me and the wife are looking to buy a house, so we've been busy doing that kind of stuff. So I pretty much caught the Rhea match with Roxanne,
Mm-hmm.
and I caught the ending with Seth, Sammy, and Braun,
Mm-hmm.
and the Stephanie Victor match.
So
That's pretty
what you
much all I was able to catch.
so what you think?
I honestly don't think they should add anybody else. I think that group is good where they're at. I mean, they got everything they need. They got Seth, they got Braun, the powerhouse, and they got the microphone with Paul Heyman leading the way. So
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't think they need to add anybody else. But if they did, I think it would be a female. And right now, I'm thinking it's Becky, but I could be completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I thought Roxanne looked good tonight.
Mm-hmm.
She looked real good tonight. Going up against a powerhouse like Rhea, she looked real
Mm-hmm.
good tonight.
Yeah, she
Uh,
did.
yeah, she held her own in there. She really did for somebody coming up from NXT to going one on one, straight to one on one with Rhea. You can't ask for anything better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then honestly, I thought Ivy Nile looked real good against Stephanie.
Yeah, she did. She did. She definitely did. She looked excellent. Excellent.
Yeah,
Paul,
the thing, oh,
hold,
sorry, go ahead.
yeah. I just want to let Paulie to talk real quick. Paulie, what's good, man? Welcome to Bars Wrestling Media live on TikTok.
Hey, Bars, good to talk to you, man. I just was able to catch the end of Raw tonight. You know, I was hoping that Sami Zayn would have done a turncoat, because
Mm-hmm.
he's been I mean, he's done the bad guy thing, but back when he was a bad guy the last time, he was more of a joke than anything. But now that he's
Mm-hmm.
seriousing up, I would
Mm-hmm.
love to see him, get the haircut, get the beard trimmed, and just go a new direction because he is one hell of a great wrestler. And I think he would be great in Seth's faction. But I got to agree with Darkwing. I think Becky Lynch would be an awesome addition to that as well, especially, being the wife of Seth. That would be just an awesome, awesome group, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's what we were saying before. Like, I could definitely see Sami Zayn joining the faction. I definitely could see it, and he's in more of a serious role. I think those comedic heel roles that he was playing was overshadowing what he's really capable of doing. Not only with his promo ability, but with his wrestling ability as well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with him being funny. I definitely feel like, the comedy stuff that he adds to his promos definitely is second to none. Like, he definitely can do that. And he's one of the fewer guys in the company besides R-Truth that can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like with him, it's time for him to take a new role. Like, he needs to be getting to that serious mode. I agree. Cut the hair, shave the beard down a little bit, get one of them suits. You know what I mean? Come out there and just be like, look, I'm tired of being a joke. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. Let's get serious for a change. So I wouldn't mind seeing him doing that. I wouldn't mind.
Absolutely. And you go back to, just those of you that probably didn't see him wrestle on NXT, those matches are instant classics.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go do your thing, Sammy. Get a little bit more respect.
Yeah, and not just NXT. I mean, if you remember him as what was his name?
El
In
Generico.
El Generico and Ring of Honor, man. The matches
Yep.
with Kevin Steed.
Hell
Sheesh,
yeah.
boy. Like,
Hell yeah.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm
what's
just
going
trying
on?
to Uh, I mean, I do agree what Michael Cole said that everyone is I don't know what I don't agree with what he said, but everyone's on notice at this point. I don't know about this
Who
new storyline
who
where
who?
they're going with Roman and Punk and against Seth and Braun. It's gonna happen at Backlash. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, what don't you do? Don't you understand? Like,
No,
explain.
I understand the storyline building up, but some people are thinking who could be the third man that could join Seth and Braun. I don't know.
Well, like we were saying, like Sammy could be that guy. I mean, let's be for real here. There's a bunch of people that will fit in that role besides Sammy, but I feel like since Sammy's the first person to be entered into that storyline, they might be leading towards Sammy. Now, if we had seen Carmelo Hayes, or if we had seen Austin Theory, or if we had seen Drew McIntyre entered in it, then we would kind of get an idea. Oh yeah, Drew McIntyre is going to be there. Such and such going to be there. But we didn't see that. We're seeing Sami Zayn. So I kind of get a funny feeling that Sami Zayn might just be that guy that is gonna join them. And I think if he is that guy that's going to join them, I think he's probably the most deserving right now to join them, considering the fact that he's been he's been basically their go-to guy when they needed somebody to fill in for whatever reason. He's been their
Mhm.
go-to.
I
Like,
agree. I agree. I agree. But when the chips are down and Roman and Punk are at a disadvantage, who do you think Roman or Punk makes the call to get for help?
hmm,
If they
honest,
get if they're at a disadvantage when it comes to backlash.
honestly, the only other person I could think of they could ask, but they're probably not going to be able to, considering that he's going to be in a storyline with Logan Paul was Jay Uso,
I
but
agree because he's the champion.
yeah. So like if I really don't know if there's anybody else out there that can assist them with that. If there's anybody else that has issues with them besides Jay, besides his brother. But his brother, they're not gonna go get Jimmy. You know what I mean? Like unless I'm gonna put it to you like this: whoever they get to join them, because most likely it's gonna be those guys versus the Dangerous Alliance. We just gonna call them that for right now. It's most
Mm-hmm.
likely gonna be them. So whoever they insert, most likely is gonna be the next guy up as far as like, you know what I mean, going from mid card to upper card type of level as far as matches. He's gonna be the next guy up. It's not gonna be no like undercard guy. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be somebody that really has issues with them too, besides that. Or
Well,
who knows? It could be somebody they just bring up out of nowhere and insert him. We don't know.
I was just gonna say, let me lay a name on you, John Moxley.
Everybody keeps saying John Moxley because his contract is about to go in AEW, but
I heard he
possibility.
had an ill storyline going on in AEW. So if he do get comes back to WWE, I don't think it's gonna be right now, to be honest.
Yeah,
Stranger things have
Yeah.
happened. I've
Yeah,
watched it for
no,
40
that's true,
years, so
Polly. That is true.
yeah. Let me give
Uh,
Goblin.
Moxley has like 2 years left on his contract.
does he? Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah,
yeah, he
oh
has
yeah.
two
So he
years
ain't
left.
going nowhere. He ain't going
Yeah,
nowhere. Yeah.
Mox.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh,
that's what I'm saying.
but
Like,
yeah,
if he does come back, I think he's gonna come back towards the end when Roman is about to retire.
Hmm.
And that's in like 2 years, right? So yeah, I think it'll be just that like that one big reunion or whatever. But as of right now, I don't think he's coming. And I would love to see him come.
Yeah. Let's go to the comment section real quick. So Earl said Karrion Cross is that guy. I mean, Karrion Cross
yes.
right now is the has been the one trying to entice AJ Styles. So I don't know how that would even work if he's gonna join Punk. I could see him joining the Dangerous Alliance. I could see him doing that if I could see him going to that side, but I don't know, man. I don't know. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. What do y'all think,
Well,
Karrion Cross?
He's awesome.
I
He's the puppet
say
I
master
no.
right
I
now, man.
say for
He's the
Roman
puppet
and Punk,
master. He's
for
pulling
no,
all the
not
strings.
no, no. Go ahead, Gobble. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say no. Like as far as carrying, yeah, man, I like what they're doing with him. You know what I mean? Like it's been a subtle storyline. Like it's been a storyline that no one's really they haven't put it out on Front Street, but like it's tied everything together. Again, Nakamura turned heel because of Cross. Drew turned heel because of Cross. Sami Zayn because of Cross. Like again, now they're doing this thing with AJ. Like again, I don't know if AJ is gonna be like turn heel or anything like that, but he's gonna go against his instincts and kind of Cross is going to be like, yeah, see, I told you that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? So I like it's almost this like I know I forgot who it was in one of my lives we talked about it. They called him he's the devil on your shoulder. You know what I mean? He's the devil on
Yeah.
everybody's shoulder, telling them, hey, just do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. And it's funny because it's far fetched in terms of like card placement, but like with the way that WrestleMania ended, with Cody refusing to turn heel, like
Mm-hmm.
again, if you really want to use Carrion in a very significant way, that would be a sick way to just have him cross paths with Cody and just be like, hey, you know what you have to do, you know what you need to do, and kind of be that devil on Cody's shoulder, and that gets him to that next level where it's like, oh, that's what he not turns heel, but like kind of gets a little bit of oomph behind him and gets the helps get the title back or whatever the case may be. Again, it's
Here's
far fetched, but yeah.
not to cut you off, but here's a theory. So you mentioned Karrion Cross and him being the devil on Cody's shoulder, right? So what if Karrion Cross puts the battery in Cody's back so much that we finally get the homeland of Cody, and he ends up going with Paul Heyman and the rest of those guys. What do y'all think of that?
My thing is, I don't see that happening, even though he's taking time off, though, because
Mm-hmm.
of when he lost to Cena. I can understand it, but I see him getting involved in the Cena Orton match. And why I say that is because Cody had a good opportunity to hit Cena with the belt at Mania, but he didn't do it. But
Mm-hmm.
the reason I say he interferes in the match with Cena and Orton because he's taking time off now, but I see it happening with him turning heel. I can see that happening, even though
Yeah,
it's gonna end in a no DQ, even though it's gonna end in a disqualification. But I feel like I see Cody interfering in the match. That's why I
yeah,
see Cody interfering in that match with Cena and Orton.
And
yeah.
then I see Randy being hella pissed at Cody, and that's gonna bring to their match.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Yo, conscious, man, what's on your mind, man? What you think about all that so far, what we just mentioned?
Oh, nothing. I was just, letting everyone else, speak,
Yeah.
What's
talk,
up,
do their takes and
Conscious?
stuff. What's up, Walter? I
Yeah.
Not
mean,
much.
What's your take on it? What's your take as far as like what was said so far?
Roman, Seth,
well,
almost everything. Good.
well, Karrion Cross. I mean, he has a sold out merch right now, which I think is great.
Mm-hmm.
However, we'll see what happens. I mean, his contract is up in June,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll see what they do. Hopefully, they give him a chance. Hopefully, they give him an opportunity, especially
Mm-hmm.
seeing how he's trying his best to. How can I put it? He's like the backstage. He's like the backstage like troublemaker right now, instigator, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's basically telling people like, look, you need to like choose and choose wisely. Like how he told Sami Zayn, I do feel like bars what you said about Cody Rhodes. I feel like he's gonna try to get in Cody Rhodes' head and try to get him to like realize, bro, you can still be an asshole, but realize what John Cena said wasn't a lie. The fans booed you. Take that in consideration. And it
Mm-hmm.
probably will change Cody. We'll see what happens. But like I said before, this tonight's Raw. It could have been better, but like I said, we'll see what happens. I'm still laughing at the comments on Twitter about Pat McAfee. I just thought that
Oh
was weird.
yeah, yes. Let's talk about that. So
He
we
talked. Oh, go ahead, Bar.
no
Sorry.
no go ahead. Then I'll go after you. Go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was gonna say he talked so much trash tonight that he didn't realize what the hell he said until afterwards. Like, oh, I'm about to fight Gunther. Like that shit sunk in for a second. Like, oh, what did I do? Like you can see it all in his face. But I think that's gonna be a hell of a match, and I'm predicting that Michael Cole is gonna interfere in that match somehow. He's gonna get one good lick off of Gunther.
Hmm. I also believe too that people need to realize something too. Pat McAfee is not a bad wrestler. If you guys had watched him in NXT when he wrestled against Adam Cole, that was a pretty good match. That
Yeah,
was
it
a pretty
was.
yeah, that was a pretty good match. Like, don't get it twisted. McAfee can go. And he's one of them, he's another one of those guys, those athletes that has been training his butt off in the wrestling ring behind the scenes, like really, really taking this serious. So don't be surprised if he puts on a hell of a match against Gunther. You know what I mean? It's gonna be brutal. He's gonna be brutal. He's probably gonna get drug around a few times, but he's
And that
definitely
match
gonna
is gonna
show
end
off.
fast. That match is not.
You think so? I don't think he's gonna squash Pat McAfee though. I don't think
No,
he's
but
gonna
I'm
squash
saying
him.
go. I mean, he may not squash him, but Goldberg is coming back at Backlash. So yeah,
So
that's
what
why
you
he's doing
think?
this match. That's
So
why I
what you?
think he. I think what's gonna happen is it's probably gonna be like it'll probably be Goldberg coming out. Crowd's gonna go crazy. Crowd gonna go bonkers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, you're gonna have Gunther probably like, looking up at the entrance, seeing Goldberg walking down the aisle, like walking down the ring to
Mm-hmm.
the ring, excuse me. And then you're gonna have Gunther talk about what you want to get in the ring, come in the ring, come on. And you gonna see Goldberg probably saying like you're next. All of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden, Pat McAfee gonna do a roll up, one, two, three, boom, ding, he's out. He wins the
Mm-hmm.
match. Next thing you know, Goldberg is going to go in the ring. He's going to grab the mic and he's going to do what he did to The Rock when he told The Rock, "You're next." And he's going to spear Gunther and let him know, "I'm coming for you." And then, ta da, we have ourselves the next pay per view hit, which will more likely be SummerSlam with Gunther and Goldberg. Retirement match for Goldberg. He wins this match. Voila. I mean, at this point, I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say with Pat McAfee, I was listening closely to what he was saying. First off, Michael Cole is not the greatest of all time commentator. I think that was crazy how he said that because I'm like, bro, Jerry the King Lawler, JR, that are the goats. They are the goats. Even Taz and Corey, those guys are goats when it comes to commentating. But Michael Cole being the greatest of all time in commentating, I don't think so. But I
I give you
digress.
one. I give you one that I give you one that would top those guys when he was on the commentating team. Bobby the Brain Heenan.
I knew
Yeah,
Mmm.
it. I knew he was gonna
yeah.
say that name.
I
Yeah.
will
Bars.
agree
You
to that.
was
I will agree to
that.
that one.
Him and
Yes.
Jesse
Bobby,
Ventura.
yeah, him and Jesse the Body Ventura was
There you go.
hilarious on commentate. Let me tell you something. As a kid, I used to get a kick out of Bobby Heenan when he was going off, yo. Like I was be like, yo, why is this guy always so angry? Like he would be snapping. And then Jesse Ventura, man, with his outfits and his glasses and the bandana. Like, listen, bro. Like them
Now,
guys.
Bobby Heenan and Jesse Ventura definitely. I feel like it would be. I feel like people would probably have it as a tie between
Mhm,
Jr. and Jerry King Lawler and Bobby
mhm,
Heenan and
mhm.
Jesse, just because growing up, and I think we can all agree, when you heard Jr., you actually felt like wrestling was real because his commentating was like a hundred
Yeah,
percent. Like he made you when he used to be like. I remember he called Triple H a son of a B. I was like,
yeah.
I'm with you, Jr. He is. You son
Yeah,
of a
right.
like
Yeah, he
you
puts
used
a
to
lot of
feel it.
emphasis. Like,
Yeah, he put a lot of emphasis and even with Jerry the King, like especially like when Jerry the King Lawler and like JR, I think it was when Jeff Hardy, for example, when Jeff Hardy was facing Umaga in that
mhm,
steel cage, and we saw Jeff Hardy do a whisper in the wind off the top of it. If you listen closely to their commentary, I was like, hell yes, this is
On
what
the
I call a
commentary.
match.
Find
Hmm.
yourself a pair of your period panties.
Yeah,
Wash it right here like I do.
yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
The
That
Is it
tampon
confirmed that Goldberg is coming back?
Not
I
confirmed. He
not
said something on
confirmed.
Twitter. He said something on Twitter about it, but 9 times out of 10, it's more likely going to happen because all of a sudden Pat McAfee wants a match with Gunther. This is a setup for Goldberg to come back, have his final match, and he can be out of here. Because I mean, he's not staying. It's just so he can have his retirement match, so he can go ahead and go on and do what he got to do.
Hmm. Yeah, honestly, I don't really want to see Goldberg back in the ring again because his last few matches really wasn't that hitting, and he could have got some people hurt. But I feel like
He
with
damn
him
near
and
killed the Undertaker.
yeah, they were going to get into a real fight. Like Undertaker was gonna manhandle him, yo. Like they was about to get into throw hands for real because of that botch that happened. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
this when you get to like what he was back in the WCW time is definitely not what he was in WWE. You understand? And I feel like when you get to a certain point in age within wrestling, certain moves you gotta get rid of. You can't do those moves no more because you don't have the strength, you don't have the endurance. You know what I mean? And it's not like he was consistent in the ring. If he was more consistent throughout his career, then I could say, all right, well, he could still get those moves off. But that jackhammer, you know what I mean? You could tell that he don't have the same body mass like he did when he was in his youthful times. You get what I'm saying? So I don't feel like he
Mm-hmm.
should be doing no jackhammers or certain high impact moves. Like I feel like he should be try to do more of a grappling type of move set, ground and pound type of thing. Almost like a shoot UFC fighter because if you look at his in ring gear, he looks like a shoot fighter. So why not transition to that type of fighting style instead of trying to, do all this extra stuff?
He can't. He
Because
can't do it, bro. Remember, he's the only wrestler that we know who slams his head on the on the locker room door and walks out through pyro. He can't. It's
Dude
just
got
too much.
CTE.
Yeah, he can't. But like he has that like that. No, I gotta be an animal. I got like I'm not Batista, but I gotta be like Batista. Like, I gotta whip his ass. Which like I said, we'll see what happens. Although I would definitely. Oh man, with Braun Breaker. I said it tonight because I don't know if you guys saw the entrance when Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman was walking out together.
mm,
I clearly said in Chris's Discord chat, I said Survivor Series, Seth Rollins is getting the Heyman rain check. He is getting his Heyman rain check. I said I guarantee you, Braun Breaker is going to literally betray Seth Rollins as well as Paul Heyman. We're basically about to get a whole nother Brock Lesnar for 2025
oh, so you say it's just gonna be Heyman and
and Braun.
Braun, not Heyman and Seth Rollins. And you know what? I could see that happening. And reason why I could see that happening is if you ever see Paul Heyman look at the people that he's advocating for, and you ever see those
Right.
certain camera angles, and he looks at them with that diabolical look, like
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
he did that to Seth Rollins a few times. He did it a little bit tonight, and
Mm-hmm.
he did it a few last week as well. When he does that, it makes me think that something is pondering upstairs that we don't know about just yet, but he's finna to do something that is gonna shock everybody. That's what it makes me think.
For
Just
sure.
waiting
I
for
agree
them to
with you and Conscious. I agree with both of
like,
y'all.
we know he gonna do it. It's just thank
Mm-hmm.
you, Cat. Like we know he gonna do it. We just waiting for them to actually do this. But my thing is with WWE, and this is what I've been saying for so long. The like for example, SummerSlam. I don't know if you guys heard. I know Cat. We talked about it in Chris Live. They're charging $40,000 in total for
For
two
what?
nights. For 2 nights in
Why?
SummerSlam is
Nah.
for this is for ringside seats. Now here's the thing: the ringside package, because Ball Bro was speaking it out. I'm gonna basically tell you what the ringside package deal is.
Mm-hmm.
for SummerSlam. And this is why I was saying, I'm sorry, but I'm not paying no 20,000, per night. I'm not doing that. Like, and then it's like, okay, this is
Right.
all you can give me for 40. So basically the ticket package is a so they have two different packages. So if you want the silver, it's 1,400 per person. This is for upper level seating, SummerSlam kickoff party with superstar appearances, dedicated priority pass entrance, a WWE credential and lanyard, and professional on location on site support staff. If you want the gold pack, then the gold pack is 2,250 per person.
Mm,
That's the lower level seating, all inclusive pre show hospitality with superstar appearances, SummerSlam kickoff party with superstar appearances, dedicated priority pass entrance, official SummerSlam ring mat plaque. Then there is the Champions Pack, which is 4,500.
mm,
Now this is that. See, that's why I'm saying like that's crazy. 4,500. That's expensive, but
Yeah.
it's what they got for you. 4,500 premium ringside seating, ringside photo op, all inclusive pre-show hospitality with superstar appearances by Kevin Nash, SummerSlam kickoff party with superstar appearances, and a dedicated pass entrance. Now the 40,000 guarantees all of these. It basically guarantees all of these things. Plus, you get a private drive. You get a private chauffeur to escort you to SummerSlam.
Listen, man. Look,
Well, they drunk.
I'm gonna just say this. Like, I don't got nothing against Kevin Nash. You know what I mean? I don't got nothing against Kevin Nash. You
Your
know,
face told it
but
all, boss.
but but come on, like really, like what is
Yeah.
that like? Come on now, like, are you serious? Like, I'm not. Come on, maybe for some people that might wow them, but that's not wowing me. I just want to
Mm-mm.
go to the
Mm-mm.
event. I like, okay, a personal ride to the event, that's cool. A meet and greet, that's cool. Possibly meeting Kevin Nash, okay, but like, I'm not worried about all that. I just want to see the show. Like, I'll take the meet and greet and I'll take the ride, but I'm not paying no 40,000. I just got front row seats to AEW Collision this weekend. I'm in the front with me and my oldest son. We're in the front seats to Collision in Atlantic City, Boardwalk Hall this weekend. That's where I'm gonna be at. You know how much I paid for them tickets? Two tickets. Two tickets was $150.
Oh my
Two.
God.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Two tickets.
And don't forget, Mars and the rest of the staff. As you guys know, also what is a part of that package includes premium front row seating, in-ring photo op at SummerSlam, private transportation to events, elite welcome event, private section at all inclusive pre-shows, hospitality with superstar appearances with Kevin Nash, post-show conference, press access, and desk photo op. Tickets to both nights of SummerSlam, tickets to SmackDown and Raw, as well on 8-1 and 8-4, and more.
That
What's
only
a whole
works for
lot of
somebody like that only works for somebody that can afford it. Like, for me,
like I
Right.
was oh go ahead. Boss, sorry.
nah, but for me, like, that doesn't work for me. Like, I don't know, man. That just
I was looking because I want to go to SummerSlam so bad. I don't care about front rows right now because I know that's way above my bracket. But I was looking at nosebleed seats, which I guess is the upper level for three people, both nights, almost $8,000.
yeah, come
You
on. Yeah,
know
you
what
see
I
what I'm
can do
saying?
with
Like,
that money? And that's getting nothing. That's like if I want to meet somebody, I gotta pay tickets for that. We gotta buy our own food because getting there and a place to stay is not an issue because my father lives in New Jersey. So I can stay with my father. And I live in Boston, so I can drive to New Jersey. That's not an issue neither. But
mm,
what do I look like? $8,000 for three people for 2 nights? Like, come on, that's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Nah, I'm with
They
you.
think we
I'm with
rich
you.
out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not purchasing those type of things. Listen, I'm gonna be at Collision this weekend, antagonizing the wrestlers, eating popcorn and laughing with my son. And you're gonna see a big Bars Wrestling Media sign right in the front. Y'all gonna see me. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna go live and everything. I ain't even on front. I'm gonna go live and everything. Like, yo, I'm here. I'm gonna act a fool that day. Know
I
what I
know
mean?
that's right.
Nah, but like I think the problem with WWE is you're doing just exactly what the NFL and the NBA doing. That's outpricing your fans.
Yep.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah.
outpricing your fans. You're making it to where okay, you guys are so like bent over money. However, what are you gonna do when the fans stop showing up? What are you gonna
Mhm.
do when the fans be like, I'm just streaming it? What if the fan and then of course you're gonna try to raise up Netflix and Peacock prices so that way you know you
They
can try to
already
get
did.
something.
They
Yeah,
already
I know
did.
they have, but I'm just saying like what happens when fans stop doing that? I'm not paying no extra money for no Peacock or no Netflix. Forget it. We'll just have to wait till
Especially not
YouTube.
with commercials. Like, why we
Right.
get the commercials and the overseas don't get the commercials? I don't agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I see. I
Like
see what y'all
they've
saying.
been, and I mean the only good thing about it is that okay, I get to watch all the pay-per-views on Netflix for just $6.99 a month. That's cool, but guess what? If you think, and then I'm like, bro, I'm in New York. I can tell you, Jersey MetLife is literally on a swamp. What the hell? You're
Yeah.
wasting all your money for a swamp, and it smells. Like what? No
And I
disrespect
think
to
they're really
Jersey.
doing it
No
like
disrespect. No
Yeah.
disrespect,
I
bars.
think
But
they're
you
gonna
know I'm not
Hey.
lying. You know I'm not
You talking about
lying.
your
Hey.
people, bars?
Yo, I know you not lying, so that's why I'm laughing. I'm like, yo,
I
Like
think
I'm not
they're doing it
lying.
more because it's a 2 night event, and I think they're gonna try to make SummerSlam bigger than WrestleMania just because this is their first year being a 2 night event. So I think that's why they're getting crazy like that. But still, it's still like us little people that are really true fans. Like, give us a chance because even nowadays, going to a Raw, going to a SmackDown is crazy. The
yeah.
last Raw I went to for 3 people, I almost paid $700 to sit in large seats. Like,
Let me tell you something. The last WWE event I went to, I believe was the SummerSlam tour when they came to Atlantic City. They came to Wildwood Convention Center, and I was there. That was the SummerSlam tour. The tickets at that time, and this is how things have changed with WWE so much. The tickets that time were equivalent to what I paid to go to AEW Collision. And I was in a pretty nice section where I could see the whole event too. You know what I mean? And I remember that night like it was yesterday. It had John Cena and R Truth was in the main event. And I forgot who they were wrestling. I think they were
Wasn't
wrestling.
even worth it.
I think they were wrestling Crime Time or something like that. I can't remember,
Wasn't
but
even worth it.
yeah, but nah, man, things have definitely changed, and WWE's too rich for my blood. Like I ain't,
Yeah, my
I don't even think if even if I did have the money, I don't even think I would spend that much money due to the
And I
fact
mean, the
that
only reason why they got, the only reason why I think, another reason why I think they also started cutting you off. Another reason why I think they raised up the price because Cardi B. But here's my question: is Cardi B
definitely.
performing? Is Cardi B performing?
Nah, I think she's just gonna talk her shit. You'll probably see her like 3 times the most each night.
man, listen, is she
my
gonna do
wife.
something? If she gonna do something like Sexy Red did,
I don't think
I hope
so.
not.
Like, I think Sexy Red is like overrated and she's too much. I think Cardi B is, I want to say she's a little bit more maturer now. But if anything, the only thing I can say is maybe they'll try to put her in a segment and have one of the females talk trash to her or
Well,
something.
she doing something with Bianca Belair because they already got a commercial with like her and Bianca on the phone
mm-hmm,
talking, and
mm-hmm.
she
Yeah, and
telling
then
her like, "Oh, it's 2 nights.
when
You
she
and
did the
me."
promo, she was like, I dare somebody to mess with me or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I can
I'm
see
in.
that, but I don't see her acting a fool or trying to shake her ass or any of that. I don't think none of that's
I
gonna
don't know. I don't know, Cat. She a Bronx chick.
happen.
Well,
Well, yeah, you
She a
know.
Bronx
She
chick for
gotta do a
well,
little
real.
I,
twerk, but
she
not
done
as
grown up
bad.
a lot
Sexy
though,
Red
bro.
was all
She
twerking.
Yeah, exactly. Sexy
Oh,
Red was
I
out there
know
doing
Bella
some
Calise.
wild
I
stuff.
know Bella
Not,
Calise.
I don't see Cardi doing that these days.
Nah, Cardi grew up. It's just that Cardi. She from New York. Like thing is, that's just all of us. And even with Jersey people, Philly people, we cool until somebody like start to get us tight. Because when
Yeah.
you
Right.
get me tight, I gotta say something.
Yeah, Don in the comment section said, "Why does he feel like they're gonna plug Chelsea Green into the segment if Cardi B start talking or whatnot?" I could see that happening. Chelsea
Man,
Green
please,
being
man,
part of it.
Chelsea will
I
make
want
it
to
funny.
see,
Hmm.
Chelsea Green try to push Cardi, and I'm like, bro, if you push Cardi, you know she represent for the brims. It's like, you sure you want to turn that cap? Do you want that color? Because you know she gonna be like this. Did you just put like? Let's be honest, and that's why I said with Cardi B, I'm pretty sure she knows that it's entertainment, but she's still from like the Bronx.
Hmm.
Bro, I can flip a switch. Like everybody knows, you go to the Bronx, them cats out there, um, bars, them cats out there, they flip quick. They flip
I've
Yeah,
quicker
been out
than
there,
like
bro. Y'all different out there.
yeah.
they flip quicker than toast.
Yeah, I
Nah,
think they're
there's
gonna
no
have to
lie.
take her. Like when they start preparing for the show, they just gonna have to take her in the room and prepare her. Like, listen, they might bring up your family, they might do this, like they know question what they might do, but you gotta keep your cool, girl. You gotta keep your cool. Like
And
they might
shoot,
start
and now they
listening.
letting everybody curse. I done heard so many curse words tonight from Pat McAfee. Becky Lynch called Lyra Vakir the B word.
Hmm.
I heard the FU. I was like, oh, so y'all ladies say y'all get rid of the PG era? So we getting into that era this time? But I ain't gonna hold you. I was really surprised at what Michael Cole said to New Day.
Nah,
I
what did he
thought that was
say?
crazy.
What did he
So if you
say?
go back, New Day was going at Michael Cole somehow, you don't know what it's like to be a champion. We've been doing this. And Michael Cole said, oh, you guys are starting to sound like the Sanders family. And I
He
said, wow.
he's starting to sound like what?
He said to New Day, you guys are starting to sound like the Sanders family.
Oh, the Deion Sanders family? Oh
Yes.
wow.
And
Oh
I
my
Oh.
said,
god.
so you think that's cool to say? After what NFL has basically shown black culture? And just the minority, just the cultural period. You think that's cool to say that after what they did to that man?
Mm. I didn't even catch that. I gotta go back and watch it.
Yeah, go back and listen to it. You'll hear him say specifically. So you're starting to sound like the Sanders family. So everybody on Twitter has been talking about that. People is posting that video. Remember on bars with him and Heinrich? Talk about Michael.
Hmm.
Let's bring back a movie about you. Let's call this the new. They'll call this the Michael Cole tape. And I'm like, oh man, why y'all going in on Michael Cole like that? So remember Heinrich had you up on the wall. He had you pinned.
Oh wow.
Like, well,
Damn.
And
no, but I just thought that was weird. Like, why would you say that?
I didn't mean it, Angel. I ain't mean it. I was just trying to invite you on the live. I ain't know it was gonna do that. I ain't know it was gonna do that. My bad. My
I say,
bad.
stop crying, Angel, and just get your ass up here.
My bad. I
Yeah.
didn't mean to do that.
And then I realized I called you Braz instead of bars.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do
Wow.
that. Dang. I didn't mean to do
No,
that.
like I had the little tiny screen I had you minimized, and I'm playing my little game, and all of a sudden my entire phone froze when you sent me the invite.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
was like,
know.
damn it.
Good, me bring your ass up here.
Oh,
Nah,
Hello, everybody.
what's going
hey.
on? What's going on?
Oh,
Did you watch
man,
Monday Night
Twitter is
Raw?
drama, right? I did, because Conscious kept calling me and telling me I had to watch it.
Hmm.
It's like,
What'd
I
duh.
you
didn't.
think?
No, wrong answer. I didn't tell you you had to watch it because you was already watching it. Start your shit.
I was technically cooking, and he was giving me the play-by-play.
Okay. Okay.
It was, it was It was okay. I mean, there was maybe like 30 minutes of wrestling and the rest was nothing but chit chat.
Hmm.
Like, that's, yeah,
Yeah.
I got kind of bored in some parts. I mean, I'm still trying to understand why Sami Zayn's being booked as an underdog once again. And now in everybody's business, like, this man is fucking TMZ. Nosy.
Literally.
He is. He's up in everyone's business. Like,
uh,
bro, get a life. Like,
yeah,
find
she
your own
said TMZ.
story.
Yeah, he definitely is TMZ. But like we was discussing before, like
Mm.
this could be the insertion of him becoming a full blown heel on a serious note. You know what I'm saying? So
What
that's
you
what.
think he's going to blame Joe or not Joe, Jay for not running out there and helping him as he got speared and speared and speared?
It's gonna build up. I think it's gonna build up
Hmm.
definitely.
Hmm.
I
Well,
think
Angel,
it's gonna be a thing of if you can't beat them, join them.
Hmm.
Basically,
Ugh,
1200 Angel
1,200.
for SummerSlam.
Oh, screw that. You can go there. I'll watch it
I'm
on
not going.
Peacock.
That's bars. That's bars territory. I'm not doing
But
that.
Hey, I ain't
unless
going.
Bars is buying me a ticket and fly my ass out there, and then I'll join y'all. But I ain't I ain't doing all that.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. I got 3 mouths to feed. I got a wife to
Exactly.
please, and I got a mortgage to pay. So I'm not. I'm definitely not paying no type of
Yeah.
money. No
It's like
8,000, four
See, you
thousand,
could have
whatever they
turned.
talking
See,
about.
bars. You could have turned that into a bar. You could have said like, the mortgage
oh,
need the trees. I got three
here he
mouths to
goes.
feed, and I got a wife to please.
Yep.
Like this is what a black. This is why a black man is always in need, because he has need. No Tyler
He's been doing that
Perry.
all night. I just want to let you know, Bars.
Oh
He's been
yeah.
busting bars all night long. Yeah.
Oh man,
Thinking he's funny.
I was feeling privileged for a minute. Dang, you've been doing that
I
all
got a
night.
new I got a new title for Braun Breaker. You might not like it though.
What?
He's Paul Heyman's ring boy.
Oh man.
uh,
Get it?
Yeah,
Get
ring
it?
boy. Yeah, I get it.
Cause he was bro, like he was rubbing him on the back. Like, what the
Nah,
fuck?
it was
What is
Seth
this
Rollins
man
with
doing?
the twerking.
Did you catch that? Right before he did the stomp, where like the corner that Braun Breaker was in, he grabbed both sides of the ropes and he like
Gave him a
squats
lap
down and
dance.
kind of like shakes his booty a little and then he does the thing. Like it was hilarious. I was like, did you
He gave
see
him a
that?
lap dance.
This was total like ring boy.
I'm sorry, but how they're going in on Seth Rollins for that specific part. Talking about we already had Zesty Reigns and of course Zesty Rollins. We got the Vanity Heyman. What's next? I'm like, yeah, I know it's getting too zesty, man.
Braun
It's getting
probably
too
like, you're a
zesty.
little too close with that booty. Back it up. Move it forward.
Man, I felt bad for Sammy though a little bit because I'm like, damn, you just taking these spears. Like you got speared 4 times, bro.
I don't feel
What?
sorry for him. Feel sorry for that. No. Man's nosy in everyone's business. Watch, he
I
gonna be on
mean,
SmackDown too. Watch.
Karrion Cross is being a bit nosy too,
No, he's
but
Yeah.
in a
not.
good way. But
He's
in a good
planting.
way.
He's planting seeds, bro. Oh, Bars, did you get the link to his new documentary?
Whose documentary?
Carrions. You,
Nah.
it's he posted it on Instagram,
Nah, I'm
and
gonna
you
check
need
it
to go
out.
see it. May 2nd. It drops on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that joint out after the live. I'm gonna go
It's
check it
like
out real quick.
3-minute clip,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, May 2nd it drops on YouTube.
Nah, I'm gonna check it out.
We're talking about the same guy who said that he wanted to get away from Abyss. Yet you're in the company where
That's
he works for.
Rusev.
Rusev,
That
yeah,
is
Rusev.
Rusev, not carrying Cross. Two different people.
Yeah, Rusev. Sorry, I'm talking about
Yeah,
Rusev.
yeah. I was kind of confused about that, like why he would say that because, like, you
He's
kind of
calling
said
it.
the same thing about
Yeah.
WWE at one point, and now you're saying this about AEW. I'm like, for what it's worth, when you were doing the whole Redeemer gimmick, like that was some of your best work. That was some of your best work. If he had stuck with that Redeemer thing, which you know what I mean, it would have went far. You know what I mean? He was a
Yep.
I
TNT
mean,
champion.
did we
Hmm.
not did we not hear what AJ Styles said on LFG? WWE's where I became the phenomenal one.
Yeah, and he was phenomenal when he was
Some
in
bullshit.
TNA. He was in That's where he got the name from. Phenomenal was in
Yep.
TNA. I still
Doing
remember the
all the
old.
X Divisions shit.
Yeah, I still remember the old theme music. It'd be like, "Get ready to fly." Then they have him have the whole whatever him flipping off of stuff. You know what I mean? I remember when he was in WCW. You know what I
Right.
mean?
But once again, WWE, you're still having controversial weeks.
Mhm.
I know Sean Sapp is the one that posted. You said you left the Abyss, but didn't you just rejoin the Abyss? Because Abyss works there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. True. True. Joseph
But yeah,
Parks.
like he's coming. Yeah, he's calling AEW Abyss, which is just completely ironic since that company like not only helped your wife with her finger, but
Mhm.
kind of helped in other stuff too. Like, hmm,
Yeah. Here's the thing with me. Like, if I'm a wrestler, and I'm gonna just say this: if I'm a wrestler, professional wrestler, and I'm jumping from company to company, and even though I might have had a bad situation in that company, I'm not airing out laundry, you know what I'm saying, in front of everybody. You know, I'm not
that
doing
part.
that. Whatever I feel that happened with me at that point in time with that specific company, I'm not saying nothing. I'm gonna just keep it to myself because you never know when you're going to have to go back or when you're going to have to like break bread with any of these companies. And I feel like sometimes a lot of the athletes, wrestlers, whatever in general, they hold their emotions on their
CM Punk.
sleeves. Yeah. They hold their emotions on their sleeves so much that they just can't just keep it to themselves. Like, it's okay to like if you get an interview, they ask you a question and you voice your opinion. But when you go off and you just like completely bash these companies, and then you end up going back to them. What does it make you look like? You know what I'm saying? Like you look like a walking
Hypocrite.
contradiction. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if it's me, man, I'm just keeping my mouth shut. I'm not saying much. The people that help me, I'm gonna be like, yeah, salute to the people that help me, and boom, boom, and that's it. I ain't because that's how you create even more of a situation for yourself, and people really start like hating you. They're gonna be like,
I
oh,
feel like the
he's
companies feed off of it though, bars. That's the part that's frustrating because they feed off of it. They feed
mm-hmm,
off of the comments, the drama. I don't understand using, Rusev's or Malachi's or any of the wrestlers that just recently come back using their past against them. And that's kind of what they're doing by doing these vignettes or video packages or in their little mini pipe bombs. Like you're just utilizing what they went through in their past or from a different company
mm-hmm,
for marketing purposes. And to me, that's just petty. That just shows you don't have anything creative to give them if you have to utilize what they've gone through another company. So it's a shame because, like you said, like that does kind of burn a bridge, even though
mm-hmm,
maybe they are being told, hey, you need to say this or you need to follow this script. But like you kind of are, burning that bridge in the same essence. I mean, I think so far every wrestler that has returned who was previously at WWE or AEW has done that.
mm-hmm,
And I can't say that hasn't happened on the opposite side because it has. We saw the Edge promo that he cut, but it's just kind of it is petty
I say they
because
just
there
do
are
it. They do it to each other.
yeah, they do it to each other and it's drama and that keeps creating this tribalism. I just got asked a while ago, why is AEW fans so sensitive? And I'm like, bro, y'all are sensitive. Like every wrestling fan is sensitive.
yeah. Wrestling
Like
fans are just sensitive
it's
in
across the
general.
board. Like the shit that you complain about from one side, they complain about to the other side. I'm like, I'm probably the most unbiased person, or at least I try to be because I watch everything. But
Mm-hmm.
y'all literally bitch and complain about the same stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like it's never ending. And one of the guys was like telling me everything about sorry, what he can't stand about AEW. I'm like, you realize most of that is not only your opinion, but your perception. And
Mm-hmm.
you can preach numbers all you want, but at the end of the day, a lot of those numbers are fudged, made to look real.
Mm-hmm.
Ratings, I can give two shits about at the end of the day because that's not what pulls people in. It's the sponsorships that they get the money for. So ratings really don't matter right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a matter of your perception on what you choose to watch. Like,
Yeah.
why is it this big of a deal at the end of the day? Like, and that's the part that's frustrating when
Because
you see
WWE
these
competes.
vignettes.
WWE
Oh
competes with
yeah,
UFC and they compete with AEW. Like, damn, you compete with UFC and AEW. Like, why can't you just enjoy everything that comes on? Just like people be talking about how, oh, New Japan Wrestling is trash. No, it's not. New Japan Wrestling is actually pretty
it's
darn
not.
good. CMLL is actually pretty good. GCW is pretty good. AEW is pretty good. Like we have some great wrestling promotions. The problem
Companies.
is, like
Yeah.
company, the problem is that you just been ass in stuck all the way with WWE, and you're thinking that WWE is the only one. But guess what? Perfect example, like those damn 1 night and 2 night numbers of attendance records. How you go from 61 to 64? You say you sold out, but that stadium can hold up to 70,000 fans.
Mm.
So you didn't sell out.
No.
But that was the first thing they said. WrestleMania
Yeah,
one.
they that sellout shit was stupid. Just like last on SmackDown, they said that was sold out. Did y'all see damn near all them empty seats in the
Yes,
front
yes,
row? How
Cat.
you sell out and there was nobody in those seats?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, come to find out, the only reason why so many people showed up for night two was that it was announced that Stone Cold Steve Austin was going to be there.
Facts.
That's why so many
Facts,
people, like, that's
conscience.
literally, like, I'm being honest. Like, I'm being honest. That's literally why so many fans showed up for night two, because it was plastered out on, like, in the entrance area. They had a picture of Stone Cold Steve Austin's face, which let people know, oh, Austin's going to be here tonight. And everyone kind of thought like how we thought, you know,
He was
Austin was
gonna
gonna,
jump in the
yeah,
fight,
jump in
yeah.
that fight with this Cena and Cody. So that's why everybody showed up. I'm like, so you can thank Austin once again for your help, because let's be honest, when you hear that glass, it's your ass.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you know, they
Yeah.
don't want to give props to my boy.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, like this goes all the way back to Monday Night Wars, also. You know what I mean? Where we're talking about the wrestlers trashing each other. This goes all the way back to WCW versus WWF days. They've been doing that for a long time. So it's not just unique to WWE and AEW. They've been this has been going on. And then the numbers thing too, like yeah, WWE does it, but they all do it. Like AEW didn't really sell out in London. The
Mm-hmm.
British government actually announced that. So they all do it. They're trying to figure out ways to make their numbers look good to get more and more people to tune in. It's
Mm-hmm.
just a tactic. So it's
But they
done
give
on
away so
all
many free
sides.
tickets.
Yeah, it's done on
Mhm.
all sides. It's not just unique
Yeah.
to WWE did this on WrestleMania. Well, they're all doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they give a lot of tickets to the people that work there. I remember when I was at AEW show in Phoenix, my first one. The ladies behind me in the merch line, she invited her daughter and everyone. She got a stack of free tickets. They all do it. They did it when I went to Main Event in
Mm-hmm.
2015. Like it's nothing new. They give tickets away. They fill the seats. Like again, nothing new. It happens everywhere. So I don't understand like why it's such a big deal and why people need to inflate numbers or they need to lie and say they hold like an attendance record.
Yeah,
Like
they
just
used to.
enjoy the product. I don't get it.
Yeah, they used to do that with TNA. When I used to live in Florida, when I was living in Florida and working at Disney, they was doing that for TNA. Like we used to go to the TNA shows and the MGM studios, and when we'll go there, they were letting people in for free. Like we ain't pay nothing. Like I went to every TNA shows I went to for free. I went to and this was when TNA was at their height. I went to Genesis. I went to Final Resolution. I'm not talking about the final resolutions like we see now. I'm talking about the real final resolutions where they had the six sides of steel and they had the real the X division they got now is pretty good, but what they did back in the day is nothing. Is like way beyond what they're doing right now. Like I'm talking about Elix Skipper doing the catwalk or on the gate. I was there flipping off the gate and then doing a hurricanrana on some like nah man, that was some great stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like yo, all the companies do it, you know? Like I don't understand why. And honestly speaking, I'm not gonna be surprised if I get to the show on Saturday with my son and like the seats are not all filled because I know Bulwark Hall is like real small. Like it's not a big arena. Like, you know, and you basically could sit anywhere in Boardwalk Hall. It'll still be a good seat. But me personally, I want to enjoy the experience, so I want to be directly in front of everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but hey,
You
As long
go,
as I'm not
Walter.
messing with these, as long as
There
I'm
you
not messing
are.
with these kids,
Are
bro,
you
hit me
back,
up.
Bars?
what you say?
Are you back?
Oh yeah, what happened? I don't know. I
You
was.
You
You went
froze.
frozen.
dark,
You
bro.
You
froze.
froze.
Oh
The
yeah.
metrics.
Oh
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we didn't hear anything.
You
Oh
had an Elsa
snap.
moment. You had an Elsa moment. You was frozen.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't even know. My fault. My fault. I was just.
Were you still talking?
Yeah, I definitely was still talking too.
I thought I lost signal, and I was like, oh shit, no, but your screen went black, and then you did a little coffee cup, so we didn't hear anything.
Oh
So I was
yeah.
making sure Conscious was making new friends, so he won't call me tomorrow for
I'm not
NXT.
calling you because I'm not. I gotta go to the Bronx anyway. I'm trusting. I'm not calling you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
told him I didn't want to hear double chucky quack quack
She didn't
shit.
want to hear Booker T tomorrow night. She didn't want to hear Booker T.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
didn't want to hear that perverted uncle that be at the cookouts, like Uncle Joe in the movie Medea's Family
Yep.
Reunion.
Mm-mm.
You don't like
Hey.
Booker T? Why not?
Because, bro,
He's annoying. Oh.
Booker T is what I like
No.
to call a field nigga who asked to be in the house, and yet you still work for Candyland. I'm
He a
sorry.
dirty uncle. That's what he is. He a
He is
dirty.
that
He the
uncle,
dirty one.
Darkwing. He's that uncle that be looking at your daughter, talking about, oh, give me a drink inside the thing, and be trying to see if your daughter got cakes. And it's like, bro, I know damn well he
He
is
be
not
going,
asking my
go
daughter.
deeper. It's not
Like,
that
go
soda. It's
deeper.
the
Like,
one
I
at the
need you to go deeper,
bottom.
deeper. My daughter ain't going deeper,
Oh
nothing.
man.
I would literally like, bro, I'm gonna snuff you. And then it's like, you're from Louisiana. I ain't got time for none of that hot sauce and boudin sausage and all of that etouffee that you be on. Like, you ain't having my daughter.
Hey, that
Then
should be good though. Don't
I
hate on
know.
it.
And guess what? That's why his ass is a po' boy. He's a po' boy, okay? So, like I said, and then on top of that, him and that Stephanie Vancura, Stephanie Vancura with that, like, bro, stop. Like, just
And he the
shut
one
up.
that
If
got that
this
move
is,
over. To be fair, he's the one that got that move over.
he did, but it's
No.
this, he did, but it's the simple fact that he always talk about, oh yeah, here she come. I'm like, where? I know
He
Charmel is
sound
probably
like a
like,
creep. He sounds like an
Charmel,
old creep.
right,
He
Cat? I'm
does.
pretty sure Mel be in her bed doing like this. He doesn't do
Yeah.
that to me anymore. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't say that to
How
me.
come you don't make that sound in bed with me, Booker? Like, that's probably
Right?
what
Like,
she'd
hey,
be
hey,
saying.
hey, and for so long I've been your mouthpiece, King. Like, and I don't even get no love. I don't even get no like no talk like that. But when you see Stephanie Bakir, oh yeah, here she come. So she looking good too. Like
And he don't
Booker.
do that with the guys. Now, when the guys make
He
their funny little moves, he don't do that. He just do the trick, yeah. Like,
he know not to do
shut
that.
up.
Oh
Hey
nah.
yo, hey yo, did have y'all noticed like with his
What's
beard,
up,
right?
Beats?
With his beard and his mustache, he got his beard
Oh
curled up.
yeah.
Like he got the curl beard, the
He
curled
still think he king.
mustache.
He still think he a European king. Let me tell
Yeah.
you something. I literally saw my cousin. Because my cousin had a game. He said, "What's one person who is black but tries to act like he's something else?" I said, "Booker T." And he was like, "How you figure?" My wife, Shamel. As soon as he gets told you're gonna face the Undertaker, you did not just say that. Like,
Hey,
how you go from fake ass king to now you from the hood?
now hold on. I got to pause you for this for a second. Black Wing, I can't do it, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
Mm-mm.
you gotta stay in the
not
comment
tonight.
section today, bro. Like real talk, man. Like I don't like you cool, bro. But you be doing too much sometimes, and it do be funny to a certain extent. But when you start agitating like the panel and stuff like that, being a host, I gotta do my job, bro, and I gotta let you stay down in the comment section, bro. You know what I'm saying? I
Too
don't wanna
tired for that nonsense.
yeah, I don't wanna ban you or nothing, but I gotta keep you in the comment section tonight, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta turn it down a few notches, man. You be going ballistic for no reason, bro. Like you can't be angry at everything, bro. You can't be mad at everything, bro. There's gotta be a silver lining somewhere, bro, with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Maybe next time, man. I'm gonna give you like 2 weeks to think about it, bro. 2 weeks. Maybe next time, bro.
What's good, King John? Why do I feel like Angel is back there laughing her ass off?
That is not true. I was sitting here taking my melatonin so I can have a good sleep.
Hey, bro, my
I
evil
stopped
laughter in the background, bro.
Walter! Walter, I've missed you.
This being the person who always says,
What up, Angel?
like, I rebuke that demon, I rebuke
I
Satan.
rebuke the demon.
I swear, Walter be cutting the promo.
I just devil ain't got nothing
Right?
on me.
Hey.
Devil ain't got nothing on me.
Hey,
Oh,
you know whose page on TikTok is pretty good, and I want to say this. Did y'all see that? Y'all see that new TikTok page with these new I think they're a couple, the boyfriend and girlfriend, but it did an imitation of the wrestlers.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that shit's
Oh
good.
oh
my
That shit's real
I
god.
good.
haven't
yeah.
seen that
you
yet.
have to send it to me.
Yeah, send
Yeah,
it to
you have
me
to send it.
too.
Yeah, you have to send it
Yeah,
to me.
I've been sharing their content. I would, if somebody could tag them, I really would like to interview those guys. You know what I'm saying, before they blow up, because their channel is blowing up fast. I really would like to get them on a show, or at least get them on one of the lives with us, and have them actually, like, we could all ask them questions and have them, like, break down like what they go through, the whole process as far as them getting ready for those characters, because that Undertaker character that they did, that Undertaker promo they cut
Paul
was,
Bearer.
oh yeah, oh my god, she killed the
Yeah.
Paul
Oh, you
Bearer.
gotta
She
send that to me.
she did the
You
mannerisms.
said it's a husband and wife?
Uh,
You said it's a husband and wife?
they could be a husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, but because
Do they do any other ones? Anything else? Or
they
They
is
did
it
did
just
Macho Man.
wrestling?
they did the
They did
Macho
Macho
Man.
Man.
I'm sorry.
I
There's
mean,
only one person
do
who
they
can
do
do Macho
musical
Man.
stuff too, or is it just like pro wrestling?
Nah, they just do the pro wrestling stuff. They wrestling fans
Okay,
like
it's not the
us.
one I'm thinking of.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
nah. When it comes to the Macho Man or Ric Flair, I'm sorry. Shout out to them, but nobody has done it better than Jay Lethal.
Oh nah, Jay Lethal does his thing, especially when he did the woo off with Flair.
Nah, I
Oh
just
my
thought
god.
That
it
was
was so
hilarious.
funny seeing him walk out there talking about, did I just hear them say the four horsemen? That is a travesty to me and this wrestling business. I was like, oh my
Yeah, yeah.
God.
He was like,
It was just seeing Ric Flair's face like, are you
Ric Flair.
serious?
Nah, Ric Flair looked like he was trying to laugh, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, he did.
Yeah, he was funny, man. That promo was off the chain. Like, that's one of my
I
favorite
felt bad
promos.
for the big woman though when he said I could kiss any woman in here, even that fat one, and make her cry. I was like,
Yeah,
oh nah, you
yeah.
disrespectful.
He
They
was
say
like,
that.
he was like, longest ride, shortest. So he said something like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Longest
he talking about
ride.
he's like longest he's like he said something about something ride longest line.
Yeah,
And he was
like,
like, don't be mad because they tore old Space Mountain down. I
yeah.
was like, what?
Yeah, he was like, as far as I'm concerned, he was like, that horseman crap that y'all got in the ring, it looks like somebody took a pile, and I was dying, bro.
Nah,
Like,
when he said the 60-minute man, and talking
yeah,
about elite, Chelsea told me that you're not the 60-minute man. Talking about, whoa, that's my line. He talking about that's my line.
he was like,
I'm
that's
like,
my,
nah,
yeah,
this is pure comedy.
yeah, man, that joint was funny.
Yeah.
Like
Let
I
me tell
said,
you
damn.
something now. I'm in the broadcast with Bars and Angel. And
King John, why you
OTR.
sound like light skinned Gaijin a little bit?
Oh,
I respect it because you that was actually like
That's
spot on.
funny.
I'm like, he sound like Gaijin for a little bit, but nah, that was spot on. With the matcha. It's crazy because like I said, when I hear people doing the impersonations, I'm really like I haven't seen no one do Austin yet. I don't think you can do
oh,
Yo,
Austin.
pass the sake. All right,
oh,
thank you.
Well, let me tell you something. I am Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I done stuff about a hole in their ass and want it dry. And I was the Alliance. And I was the King of the Ring. John 3:16.
Austin 316 says I just whooped your ass.
Wow.
Now Austin sound like that ring. He sound like that general that you just know. Like if he tell you to give him 30 push-ups, he better give me 30 push-ups, or I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in
Yo,
your ass.
yeah,
Yeah, no
Facts.
Raven. Raven brought up a good point. Shark Boy used to do a great Austin. He's like, "Give me a shell, yeah." Yeah, Shark Boy used to.
Shark boy.
Yeah, Shark Boy used to do a great Austin when he
Man,
had
I
got
miss
hit.
Shark Boy.
Yeah, when he got hit over the head or something, and he became Stone Cold Steve Austin. That joint was hilarious. Like it was funny as hell, man. I was see, I miss like those are the type of comedy spots that I like. You know what I'm saying? Like not
Right.
the ones that they do right now, because the ones they do right now seems kind of forced. It don't really seem authentic, and that's why I think Sami Zayn gets plugged into so much promos and so much stories because of the simple fact that he's able to switch off from time to time. There's not too many people that can do that. Like he
That's why
But
literally,
we must
it's
save our
not. It's
troops.
not that they're forced. It's not that comedy is forced in WWE. It's that the comedy will turn out like the WWE WrestleMania roast, not
yeah,
aired. It won't
yeah.
get aired. They
That's why we
still
must
talking. They
protect our
still
truth
talking
at
about that.
all costs.
Our truth got to hurry and get up out of here. He's 55. I got to see
I
something like
protect him
he
though. He brings the good comedy.
JJ, JJ, how
does,
was
but
Raw?
he does. But I just feel bad because it's like when you think about it, like I don't know if you guys know, but they sent out a DMA. I think it's DMCA. They have a takedown. They're doing a takedown policy on anyone who posts audio or videos of that WrestleMania roast.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, 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 yeah. I heard about that. I heard about that. I didn't even watch it, so I didn't even pay it no mind.
Ladybug.
It wasn't televised.
No, it wasn't televised because of what was said. Like, did you hear did you at least hear the comments, bars? Did you
Yeah,
hear
I
like
seen I seen some of the comments. The one that stood out the most to me is what Nia Jax said.
Mm-hmm.
right, like Nia Jax, like the stuff that exactly what she said, I was like, bro, there is no way I would have let you like go out there saying that.
Mhm.
Oh, I had refused to watch a lot of that stuff. So what exactly did Nia Jax say?
So Nia Jax, ooh,
She shit on her coworkers. Put it that way.
yeah.
That's
Interesting.
putting it nicely.
Oh, bro, yeah, she went in deep. Pause.
It's still out there. Like if you go on
Oh
Twitter,
my
you'll
God.
see you'll.
I swear,
I'm
this is
ignoring
the
him.
only generation that we cannot say anything without a yo or a pause or
It's
like,
Walter.
no, but it's cool. It's not just Walter,
Walter's
bro.
like
Wait,
the
I
what
little
swear,
about
brother
me?
I swear
that goes to the
today.
family
Yeah.
reunion and
No
tells
Oh, wait,
words.
wait,
everybody
hey,
his
Angel, hey,
secrets.
Contis. I was drinking some sake. My
Yeah.
bad.
You're so full of caca. Yeah,
Bars.
you're literally the little brother that tells the entire world the secrets. Like, I read Angel's diary. Do you want to know what she did? Yeah, you're the little
Whoa.
one that stands up in church and
Pause.
tells everybody what's going
I
on.
don't want to know what you do in your own personal time.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, you're the one that we got to
Yo,
say
like,
pause to on every single live.
wait, what?
Yeah.
You're the
Hey,
troublemaker.
I want
Oh, I know
give
that.
I want to give Josh a chance to speak, man. Welcome to the BARZ Wrestling Media Live, man. What's going on, bro?
Hi, Joshua.
Not much. Hey, Angel. Yeah, based on a couple clips I heard from that roast, I'm good. I'm gonna watch anyways. It didn't sound like it was very funny. Like I heard the clip between Heyman and Fluffy, and yeah,
That
I
shit
wouldn't
seemed
bother even
personal.
listening to it.
That
Yeah, it
went
sounded like it
personal.
wasn't. It sounded like it. And plus, how are you gonna have a comedy roast and not have Jeff Ross? Like, who the fuck was this guy that was running it? Like, I
Oh,
didn't even heard the guy was running it.
nah,
Hi,
I'm still like,
Ladybug.
I still thought that was crazy when what's up, lady? I thought it was crazy when he told the guy who was hosting it, Fluffy, when he told Braun Strowman that he's talking about he's a driver with truck nuts. I was like, wait,
Oh,
what?
he's a, what do you call it? Now you got to give the full context, Contis. Come on now.
But all I know is he said something about the truck nuts. But oh, what Nia Jax said, bars. So Nia Jax said Jinder Mahal wasn't at WrestleMania because he was having a midlife ISIS.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
Oh
jeez.
no! Oh no!
Ridiculous.
Oh no!
Then she said Paul Heyman made jokes about Maurice Private.
Oh wow.
Yo.
I mean,
Yeah, Mahal is Canadian.
that's what they do on roast. They insult one another, but from what I'm hearing, it wasn't very funny.
Yeah, a lot of people, Josh said that it went from like a little bit of laughs to like, whoa, wait a minute, y'all getting way too disrespectful. Like it's starting to
Her
sound like
That's
Paul
y'all.
Heyman's
that's
was
that's
worse than
that's basically what
Nia
a
Jax's.
yeah, that's basically what comedy roast is. You're insulting others, but it sounds like they
But
went a
shouldn't
little
those people
overboard.
be there if they're going to insult them? Like, shouldn't you have your wrestling people there,
Yep.
like
Right.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
stage? If you're, I mean, like, if you're gonna talk shit to my face, say it to my face. Don't say it where it's not recorded. I'm gonna find out through the grapevines what you really think
I
of
mean,
me. Like, that's not
I
a
still I
roast. Like,
still
Well,
think Tony
we're
McLeaf. I still think Tony McLeaf's the two things that he said on Nia Jax. I think that was hilarious when he said that she's only into BDSM. Her safety words are downset hut. And then he said Nia Jax. He said I said Nia
Oh
Jax
yo.
name 3 times and my crock pot came on.
wow.
Oh
I was like, oh
yo.
Jesus, what
Not the
in the
crock pot.
disrespect?
Yo.
Damn. Oh my
Then
Well,
here's the
God.
they're
sad
even
part. Here's the sad part. So Shinsuke Nakamura, Tony McClure said I wanted Nakamura to appear at the roast, but a tariff got put on his booking.
Hell no.
Damn.
Said
damn.
now this is disrespectful,
Oh, that was
but
now,
funny.
mind
That was fucking
you,
hilarious.
we shouldn't be
Right.
doing that because, again, if you go look at any other roast, every individual who was roasted was on the stage.
Yeah,
So
and
if
they
you're
right.
said
gonna
Oh,
something
so
roast the
they
back.
people,
weren't
shouldn't they
even.
be on the stage or in the audience?
Yeah.
So they were roasting people that weren't there. Is that what was going on?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were
Yeah, with the
there.
Did
majority
Cody
of
say anything
fans.
back?
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
Josh,
sounds
Mahal
like
was
it.
not even with WWE.
It sounds like it was a shit show, and they went for the wrong host.
yeah,
Oh
they
yeah.
said Jay. They
That's what
said
you
Jay
get when you.
Uso. Go ahead,
I mean, that's
Josh.
what happens. That's what happens. When you get some amateur hour and don't get Jeff Ross to run it. Like, how
I
Here's
you
the
gonna do
feel
a
part
bad
that I
comedy
that
That's
Jay
roast
find.
without
because
Uso.
Jeff
he
Ross?
aligns with their views politically. That's why that
Yeah.
guy was on
Here's
there.
the part that I find hilarious, though. So the guy that they got to host is the same guy that was at the Trump rally, who did the horrible joke about Puerto Rico, which I'm not
Rico.
repeating anymore. Okay, so that's who they got to host, right? So we all know that specific group isn't really fond of the LGBTQ alphabet community IA. Okay. But it's funny because today on Pat McAfee's little speech that he did while he was standing on top of the announce table, it says he hopes to be remembered for providing funds to the LGBTQ alphabet community IA.
Right.
Yeah, I did hear him say that.
Pot meat kettle.
So bars and the
So
rest of
are
y'all.
you
Oh,
giving
go
your
ahead.
eulogy on what you hope will say because you know you're not going to make it if you do get in the ring with Gunther? I'm just saying because that's pretty much what you did.
Oh,
But I'm just like, pot
Speaking
meat
of Gunther,
kettle.
speaking of Gunther, right? So the last two jokes that was said, one was about Jay Uso, one was about Gunther. They said Jay Uso is still out celebrating and hitting the bar, and history shows he'll have a nice drive home tonight.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
Then someone said, now this is the one about Gunther. It said it's 420, a day of celebration for pot smokers and Christians. It's also Hitler's birthday, so it's probably a celebration for Gunther too.
Damn.
So I said, okay, that right there is enough for me to say I'm leaving. Let's go. Cause
Hey,
hell no,
that's
hell no. If I was any of these wrestlers that y'all are mentioning, I'm sorry, bro. I would have been like, nah, meet me outside.
heads are
Like
rolling.
That shit's crazy.
That's
we really about to
Yeah,
have a
wild.
word,
Jerry
bro. I
Springer.
would
We having a
have.
real Jerry Springer.
Yeah, I need that. I need that, my boy. Come on, run it.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, like, you need that? Do you need that? Yeah, for real. What's good? It's no pics. Come on. Like, come outside. Come on. Cause you're not about to say that. Like, nah.
Nah, B, you can't do
But
that.
trust me, all I know from what they were saying, they said that Charlotte Flair got hit heavy. Alberto Del Rio, they had something mentioned about him and Paige. I was like, oh, y'all is just
Oh,
That shit never gonna go away.
y'all messy. Y'all real messy.
that's
That'd be
Walter,
WWE.
y'all business.
you're
Who's
the
Wall?
king of
That's
messy.
WWE.
Angel, sweetheart, shut it.
Hey,
All right,
that's not
OTR.
that's
Walter,
that
little bro,
Nah,
never.
nah. You know who's messy? Chris started it. Bars went along with it. Y'all ain't have to do the y'all
Bars,
y'all.
even messy.
Yeah, oh yeah, she
Bars,
wasn't here. She
messy.
wasn't here. She wasn't here.
Oh
But
Word.
yeah,
bars,
she wasn't
bars,
there.
you let it be known. Like you should have did a WWE
Bars.
roast. I think bars would have said, "Yo, Black Queen, you do too much talking, and you always coming up with a bunch of bullshit for real. But guess what? Yet your ass is still sitting home while them storyline writers are
I am
giving you this
shocked.
bullshit for real."
Look at the smile.
I,
Bars, you were messy?
nah,
You
I
like doing
wasn't.
messy lives? I'm trying to get Conscious to do a messy live, but he won't do it. He's chicken.
No. So
Nah.
here's the thing, bars. She wants me to go live, which I've been asked to go live, and I'm like, I'm not doing a messy
Bye,
live. We're not
Josh.
having that.
Have a good
I have way
night.
too much respect. All right, Josh, blessings, bro.
No, you
I,
don't. You are messy. You are so.
hell
If the
no.
world only knew how messy Conscious is.
What? Nowhere
Yo,
near.
Angel, let's not go there. Let's not go
No,
there.
Facts.
that's between me and my
No,
friend.
no,
We be laughing on the
Let's not
phone.
go there. We start
What are
exposing
you talking
secrets, and
about?
then
Even
that's
I'm
lady,
not
gonna get
even
talking about
ladybug,
raunchy.
anything
even
specific. I'm
ladybug
talking about
knows I'm
me and
not
him
messy.
laughing. We laugh like crazy. When we
Nah,
are
I ain't gonna
Ladybug,
lie.
you gotta join
You
our
were
calls,
messy
man. We be
about Charlotte.
laughing.
And I'm not letting that slide.
Oh my
See?
Charlotte.
God. See
Charlotte.
that? What did you
Hey,
See?
every time I see
This is what
Charlotte,
I'm talking about, Walter. There's so much more you don't know
No,
about
not
Conscious. He
Charlotte,
is
but
Hey,
messy.
hey, conscious, fuck it. We'll tag team Angel and
hey,
Ladybug.
it's not.
like?
It's
No, he knows better. Because
it's
he knows me and his mama are friends now, so he knows better.
Oh shit, like
Oh
that?
damn.
I
Hold
adore
up,
his
wait.
mom.
Nah,
If I have
they are
anybody, like,
friends.
I'm gonna say this, I gotta give him his flowers. Conscious is the most, like, he's my BFF. He is. But this man, his mom is the sweetest lady I have ever met. And like, yes. She's so sweet. I
Aww.
love
Now you
her.
see where I get my love
Oh
from.
no, you're still messy. If your mama
Let's.
only knew, you'd be
Well,
going to church every day.
well, guess what? That's the Jamaican side of me. I mean, ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody gonna try me. You know better.
Hey, I made a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I made a joke
Okay,
about.
Jamaica, Malcolm X King.
Oh,
Yo,
Oh, that's wild.
Ladybug. I would tell you Friday why she gave me that name. She,
yes, please.
she
I'm
is getting
done.
me tight with this
Ladybug,
name.
just call me tomorrow on Instagram and I'll tell you the real reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got me on Instagram.
King John.
No,
King
I'm
John want to
messy.
say something real quick. What's good, King?
I was saying I made a joke about Charlotte Flair when she was wearing that yellow jacket. I like who let the Sesame Street on TV, and I was like,
Woo!
and I was like, and that's like when if I was on a roast and made fun of John Cena, I'm like, John Cena's a good rapper, but his ball spot got him
Oh,
retired.
so I will say this to go with the roasting, right? So someone said that there was a joke about the Allegiant Stadium being so big and black that even Hulk Hogan wouldn't let his daughter anywhere near it.
Yo, that is
Yeah.
wild.
Damn,
And
that's
I didn't
tough.
really understand it because Vegas ain't black like that. So I don't
And,
understand the damn joke.
and
That
then
is
Naomi and Jade Cargill had their match. When it comes to their rivalry, we've only just begun, and they will face off again in your Waffle House.
yo, the battle of the waves and
Mm-mm.
the costume, the caution costume.
So hold on, but the Jacob Fatu, they said
Oh,
Jacob Fatu, you became the U.S. champion, which is crazy because if the president of the U.S. saw Jacob, he would deport him to El Salvador.
yo, hey, I'm gonna need that. Nah, hell
I'm
no.
like, I'm like,
Watch it be
okay,
like, I'm gonna need
The
that.
kid is
this
from
is a
California. This is so
yeah, he's from
wild.
Cali. Like he's from California. He's from Sacramento. All of them, Jay, Jimmy, Jacob, Solo,
They're all
Zilla,
from the
all
Bay
of them is
Area.
from the Bay Area. Like they're all from either Sacramento or like I think Long Beach. They're all from
Their
Cali.
connection to the Booyah tribe.
LBC.
Connection to the West Tribe.
Hey,
And
Jacob Fontaine.
don't you dare say it too, Angel.
Say what?
Booyah tribe.
I felt like she was about to say, you know, West Coast is the best coast. And I would have been like, no,
Well,
it's
it
Facts.
not.
is.
Facts.
I'm so glad you
No,
Facts.
it's
said it.
not. No, it's
South
It
Side
not.
of the
really
Facts.
Bridge.
is. Okay, we got the Fatu boys. Who do you got?
The
No
Fatu
one.
boys.
Excuse me, the Fatu boys, right? You talking about the fat you boys, the fat you,
I'm an
You know
addict
what?
boy.
fat you boys.
You could
You talking
keep
about the
your
two?
Eddie
You talking
Kingston
about your
all day. I
Tomatongas,
will rather
your
have Jacob
Tomatongas and your
Fatu.
Tonga
Yeah, yeah,
loaders,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tomatongas and your Tomalones, whatever you want to
Should
call them.
remember his name though.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They're injured.
Right?
They're
He be
injured.
keeping he be keeping it in his mouth. He's been injured one time. How many times has Eddie Kingston been injured?
Oh,
Thank
Still
you.
injured.
oh,
Yeah.
that's a good question.
Okay. And your point
Well,
And
is
and
well,
even you have
guys.
Moxley. How many times that man been injured? Hold on, Bars. We're getting messy over here, and you enjoy messy lives. I heard.
See,
Oh
listen,
my
listen. I'm
God.
starting to agree with
nah.
Angel
If
that
you
Constance
want
is
to get it
very
messy,
messy.
now, if you
He
want to
is
get messy,
messy.
no, I'm nowhere near messy because she starts it and I have to finish it. But if you would like to get messy, get
That's so
Blackwing
Pause.
up
cute.
here, get Blackwing up here, and then it
That's
can
Oh
get
no,
real
don't do
Bars
that.
is
That's
messy.
that's too
grounded for 2
messy.
weeks. He can't come out and
No,
play.
He
Bars
no.
trying
is
to get his
grounded for
live
2
taken
weeks.
down.
Now let me
Nah,
stop
we
because
can't. We can't have him
I
up
ain't
here.
gonna lie,
Bars,
I felt
I
bad.
cannot believe you put
I
that
felt
man on
bad for him.
timeout for 2 weeks. That is hilarious.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we
Nah,
can't
cause
have
look,
him in here.
I felt bad
He
because King
said,
John, you was in Chris's live,
yeah.
and Chris just let it be known, like you not, I'm not having it. 1 month, I'll think about bringing you back up, but like you can only be in the comments. You cannot be on the panel. I was like,
Nope.
damn, he said that shit like a
You be like,
WrestleMania roast.
wait, did this happen again recently? Where you got the
To
Yeah,
live
this,
he
taken
nah,
got
down?
this
banned.
tonight. He got banned.
Damn.
Yeah, Chris got banned again.
On
So
both accounts?
no,
Yep.
one account.
Yeah,
Oh,
one
one account.
account.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
so
one
when they
account.
so when they
Damn.
told me that was a red flag that yo, if Chris's lives
Bars,
is
it
getting banned,
always happens.
yeah,
It's happened before you even started coming to Chris's lives. It's been happening. That's why like he has to have a mod up there and say or like tell him you need to calm down or mute him because it's happened so many times. I think the longest ban he's had because of Blackwing was 2 weeks.
yeah. I don't want
Mm-mm.
to have to do that. So that's why I just say I'm
It's
just
a
not going to
shame.
accept. I'm not
Yeah.
just going to accept him on the live. I'm just let him stay down there because then that way I could be able to navigate because I don't have no moderators at the moment. So I don't.
Yeah.
I
You know what
mean,
I
you can
mean?
make
Because
this. You can make the one that's
he's
next to you a moderator.
Oh yeah.
Oh
well
God.
How could
Make
I
her
do
have
that?
all the power. All right, bro.
you have to
You
click
can
on
make
my
Walter a
profile.
moderator.
Yeah, you click on my you would so I'm just doing this example. You click on the person's profile and you should be able to give them that. But then you have to go into the settings. And it should be moderator settings, I think is what it's under.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
After you add them and then you have to give them the options. So whatever options you want. So they separated it now. So if you just want me, for example, to mute the comments because they're getting out of hand, you can give me that. To bring people up, you could give me that. Mute people on the panel. So if it's getting too much out of hand and you want me to mute people, that would be an option. I think the other one, I can't remember that. There's a couple of other ones you would have to look at. I can't remember all of them because Tio never told me and I haven't gone live. But you have to set it yourself, and then if you want other people to do moderators, like just for the comments, they can just have those specific options in the comments. And then, for
Oh.
example, if you want your grid to be set up like how Chris has it set up, where it's him on the big screen, I can do that too and help you, or you can do that yourself. Like, there's just different things that your mods can do to help you along the way. But
Yeah, they can
it's
also
100% up to you.
yeah, they can access the live if you want. They can edit the live now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I'll help
Legendary
you out too, bro.
gave me
If you want to set
everything.
that
So
up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
see, look
I
at
don't know how
that,
to do
bars.
it.
You got your 3 moderators. Look at that. You
Yeah,
got your 3 moderators.
yeah. I just be doing the basic joint. Like I didn't even know it could do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. It helps.
Yeah,
It
bro.
goes
You
a
got
long
we.
way, like especially if when you do like the watch alongs like you did, where you're doing YouTube shows and then doing this. So that way, if your focus needs to be strictly over there, you can mute this live, and then your co-host say or your mod can run your live while you're doing that until you come back.
Yeah.
That's like why Chris would have me or who conscious be like the mods and stuff. So if he has to do a phone call and work, then I can help with the live. So That's just an option too, especially when you're how like you did your watch along and you got to like talk to them. You can mute yourself. Then we can't hear you, but we can keep talking so we're not interrupting your side.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
just for curiosity, I'm sorry to cut y'all off. How long is that man banned? Because like, don't you get perm banned after so long?
what'd you say?
You can. Yeah, it depends on how many violations cuz they do fall off and they
Okay.
tell you too. So like I know Soto, that's why Soto has 3 accounts when he goes live so he can kind of rotate, but I believe it's between 30 and 60 days and then one violation will fall off and then if you get another one, but they tell you as you go along, hey, you've gotten this many violations. And it also depends on what they are. So if they're
Okay.
extreme, like the bullying and harassing one can be one that's one of like a huge violation, but it just again it just depends on what it is and how many you currently have like on your thing. I know, unfortunately, I remember he was getting close. I hope that he doesn't lose that account just because there's a lot of stuff on there, a lot of interviews, a lot of things that the guys have done. So it's a shame that one person is doing. I know it's not on purpose, but that's why we say like watch your TikTok lives. Like that's why I've always said watch what you say, watch your tone, watch how loud you're getting, over talking, because all of that affects the algorithm of you going live.
Okay.
Especially now,
Well,
it's getting stricter. It's getting a lot stricter where people are getting dropped for no reason at all. Like there's been numerous lives that
Yeah,
I've
he
come
got
across where they're saying that words are certain words cannot be said anymore, or if you just get out of hand, the live will drop. So
yeah,
you
like
really have to be careful.
Chris got banned because like I guess when he was in the Discord chat, he said apparently you can't say the word basket and then the word that goes in basket. He's like you can't say that word, and then that's when we all remember that what's his name Blackwing had accidentally said this is all such and such B word, and I'm like bro, now he's banned. So I'm like as y'all do know, TikTok is not playing because I think by May, I think it's May 4th or May 5th, the rules is gonna be even stricter. So it's like certain things just can't be said.
mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey Raven.
I'm just going to
You doing, Angel?
familiarize myself. I'm just going to familiarize myself with a lot of that stuff so that I could be more efficient on here for y'all. And
Yeah.
also, like, cause I don't want to get banned. I've been pretty good so far, so I don't want
I
that to
got
happen.
yeah. A couple weeks ago, I got banned for a week, and
Yeah.
all I was doing was I was kind of joking around, saying that hey guys, I need some support in my OF page, but I didn't say OF. I said what OF means. The second I said that, boom, down,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Damn.
They're
just from
Wow.
saying
strict.
those two words.
I got banned for 3 days because I posted a fuck Donald Trump video.
Yeah, they're even getting strict on that as well too. They're censoring a lot, so be careful and mindful. Like I know, like this was a while back. I think this was like last year. A guy said something awful in my DMs, and I defended myself, and I got bananaed for
Yep.
2 weeks, and I couldn't say DMs. I couldn't do any DMs.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
That's wild.
bonkers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I tried to share the live to Angel. I was like, "What happened? What happened to our DMs? It ain't working."
Yeah, I got hit with harassing and bullying, and I'm like, okay. I even appealed him. Like he came into my DMs. How was that harassing and bullying? I'm
My
like, but all right.
my teenager got his messages banned from sending a whole bunch of saxophone emojis because apparently that means something.
Wow.
He wasn't trying to send anything inappropriate, but yeah, that's what happened.
Wow.
Got
Wow.
and couldn't send message for like a good month.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna just try to stay more up to date on what's going on, and like if y'all find out anything, just let me know. But yeah, as
Yeah,
far as Blackwing ain't coming back up here for a while. Hey, after y'all telling me this, it's not even 2 weeks. It's whenever I feel like it. That's when I'll
he's
let
got
him
to
back up.
control himself. Some
Yeah.
lives he's good in. I will give him the benefit of the doubt because like when he's on Asha's live, he's learned his lesson on a lot of things, and she tells him like one outburst and you're gone, and so he kind of like controls himself. I would try talking to him, Bars, and seeing, because he's just passionate. That's all it is. Like, he's just really passionate
I'll
and
send him a
stuff.
message. I'll tell him it's nothing personal, like, but like, I enjoy my content. I enjoy chopping it up with you guys. Not to mention, like, this is content like we use this content to further our projects. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is monetizable stuff, and if you keep acting the fool on here, like, it's not gonna be worth nothing. Nobody ain't gonna want to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Like, yeah, you're right. He is passionate, but that passion could turn into something else sometimes, man. So, like,
Yeah,
like,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
start doing that too. I'm gonna start like I'm not letting you back up until 2025, 2027.
yeah, But guys, I appreciate you guys coming through as always. I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow if possible, but I'm definitely gonna be on Thursday. Darkwing, we gotta get this thing locked in on Thursday. So just to let y'all know, I'm gonna put out a flyer soon. If not, just to let y'all know, Thursday, me and Darkwing gonna chop it up on YouTube. About some wrestling and stuff like that, and I'm also gonna try to see if I could broadcast it on TikTok so then everybody can, tap in on some stuff. But that'll probably be later on. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But other than that, I'll catch y'all sometime this week. I appreciate y'all.
All right, take
Sir,
care.
Later.
hey, just hit me up whenever you want to start discussing topics and all that stuff, man.
Yeah. I'm when I go on break at work tomorrow, I'm gonna text you, and then whatever you got going on, you know what I mean. You just let me know, and then we could tap in on some stuff.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
All right, man. You take care and have a good night.
All right, you too, bro.
All right.